I feel like it would be totally lame of me to post all of this about my job and not tell you how I got it. So today I'm totally exposing myself with everything from housing to salary, as well as some embarrassing stories.
And that's how I got this job. Yurts. These yurts, when I moved here, the rent was $300 a month, but I think they just dropped it to $150, which is like unheard of to live in Northern California for $150 a month. Are you kidding me? The meal situation is interesting because when I applied for the job, they were like, your meals are included, like, so I was kind of coming assuming that I wouldn't really be spending money on groceries. That was not the case because they do feed us, just only when there's campers on site, and also the food, I mean, it's camp food, you know, and so my stomach's a little sensitive sometimes, and I just like don't also want to wake up like early every morning to eat with a bunch of campers and all. Okay, you know, whatever, all things that I could have thought of before I came here. But all that to say, if you are doing an agreement like this, definitely clarify the things like, what does it mean, like meals included or whatever. Just really understand the fine print on things like that. Ding dong, whatever. It was my first time. We all make mistakes. Learn from my mistakes though. Long story short, I went to Grand Canyon University last year because it was the cheapest school that I could find. After the first semester, I was like, okay, this is not working. I packed everything up and I left before second semester and I switched to online, and it was stupid because I was like halfway through the second semester and I had to restart the semester from the beginning, and it was literally March. I was almost done. It was so stupid. But anyways, I finished out the year there. 20 grand down the drain. For my first summer here, I was on salary, and so my meals were included, my housing was included, and I made $1,200 twice a month. Pretty awesome. I also made tips on Zipline tours, and you can also make tips as Treehouse host, so it's amazing. I will say that like having worked a serving job where like you can like walk out with like $200-300 a day or whatever, like it's not that type of money, but I mean, hello, I live here and I zipline for my job and I play around in a treehouse. Like, it's not even work. Whereas serving, you're like, I just remember walking out of all my shifts and like feeling like I had no personality, no thoughts, like no brain, no nothing, like no will to live. I just like, oh, I hated that industry. I'm sorry if you enjoy it. It killed me. More money for y'all though. Get your bag, girls. I'm just saying that if it doesn't appeal to you either, there are a lot of other options. You don't have to be broke. Okay, and the other cool thing that I love about living out here is that it's so easy to save money. I mean, like, I live out in the middle of the woods. It's a very peaceful, mundane life, and like I get to do my thing. No one's bothering me. I have never been so solitary in my life. Like, I mean, I grew up in the suburbs, and so you know, you have neighbors and all of that, and like getting to be out. I mean, look, there's like a few yurts up here, and it's just a bunch of girlies, and we're just chilling. It's such a vibe, and so I just love having, I don't know, like getting to just go up and chill up in the hammock with my bug net, and like the only thing that I'm gonna hear up here is the little donkey in the field behind me. Like, how delightful is that? So I just feel like for what I needed this year, I really think that my body needed like a central nervous system reset. Like, I just needed the opportunity to just like, and I literally like felt a switch in my brain one day. I was like, oh my god, this is what it feels like to not be in fight or flight anymore. It was literally the most like, oh my gosh, it was like drinking the coldest cup of water. It was so beautiful, and I feel so grateful that like I got to feel this, and I feel stupid that it was just here this entire time, and all I had to do was just like give my body a break and my brain a break from the noise of the world for like just a couple months, and I would be okay. Like, and all of the counseling, all of the drugs I took to try to fix my brain, like it literally, I just had to like go outside. Who would have thought? But man, okay, so those are the details of this agreement. Oh, how I found it. Okay. So silly. So it was one horrible day at Grand Canyon University. I'm feeling like, I don't know, I just so didn't have my community there. I felt really out of place, and I like stumble across this outdoor career fair, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is perfect because, oh my gosh, this is so for the past couple months, I had been like applying to jobs on Coolworks, which is, let's see, hopefully this is in focus. But I had been applying to jobs on a site called Coolworks and sending out a lot of applications, and I hadn't really heard very much back. And then stumble across this career fair, and I go around, man, this butterfly's so pretty, like, forget about watching me. And I end up like leaving my backpack and my stuff with this one chick because I had just come from lab, and I had like, I think I had like my lab coat and my goggles and everything, and I was like, I don't want to lug this around all of like this whole career fair. And so when I first walked in, there was this really nice girl at the first table I saw. Her name was Emma, and we ended up kind of like striking up a conversation. I was like, is it okay if I leave like my lab coat and my backpack and stuff here? And she was like, heck yeah. And so I did, and I went around the career fair, and I just felt so like disappointed. I felt so heartbroken because every camp and like outdoor career whatever thing, like I just felt like I would feel the same way that I did at GCU, just so out of place and like just not right. And so I like go back to this table, this girl Emma, to grab my bag. I'm like on the verge of tears at this point because I just feel like I just will never be happy. And also my arm's getting tired. Hopefully I can like edit to flip that. But anyways, I get over to her, and she's like, how was it? And I just kind of start crying. Like, I'm just like, I just feel like I can't find my people, and none of this is right, and I just want to be like outside and stuff. And she was like, girl, like, you just have to apply. Please apply. Like, I promise you, like, you will feel home when you get out to this forest. And I was like, okay. I wasn't so sure about it. And that's how I got this job. And I feel so silly that is my answer. I wish that I had a cool answer, but it really was I think that is a cool answer, to be honest, because it was so far out of my control. Like, I had been trying to control the scenario and applying to all of these places that I thought would be right, and it just happened to be like the girl that I bawled my eyes out to randomly one day after class that got me this like year of central nervous system reset and like this opportunity to learn from the forest and the Zipline and Treehouse and all of it. So I think I don't really have much advice for like how to get a job like this. If you want to work here, we're almost always hiring, and like please DM me, and like I would love to like put your name in and help you out with getting a job. Like, we'll figure something out. But in general, Coolworks is a really cool website. I think that I just was too young and didn't have enough experience outside of the food industry, or maybe I did, and maybe it was just like serendipitous and divine, and they were all turning away my applications for simply the reason that I was meant to be here. So don't let my like story discourage you in that sense. Please feel encouraged in the fact that like whatever place is right for you will answer and will invite you, and the moment that you get the ball rolling on just beginning something new like this, like you just have to start opening the door, you know, and all of the light will flood in. So trust that, and trust that wherever you are meant to be is already waiting for you. They're waiting for your application to get on their table, and you are not a slave to whatever, like, I don't know, I felt like I was really stuck in the decision that I made to go to GCU when I was still in high school. I was like, man, like, I feel like I have to see it through. Everyone's gonna think I dropped out. So what? Literally, so what? I'm finally happy. I'm finally happy. Whee!
Okay, you guys have asked a few more questions that I didn't cover in this, so let's talk. I realized that I didn't really touch on the eco education part of this. So essentially, Sonoma Zipline Adventures is a partner with Alliance Redwoods. And what's really cool is a lot of the profit from the Zipline tours or treehouses actually goes for scholarships for kids who literally like never step foot off of pavement to come and experience this forest. It's so cool. Working here involves like running challenge courses, mini zip lines, stuff like archery tag or team building. But my favorite was the aquatic ecology and the forest ecology classes. Those were such cool ways, not only for me to learn, but also to get inspired by the kids around me, and to get to feel like I'm making a meaningful impact through my job. Someone asked me what degree they need to do something like this. I have like half of a bachelor's in 2 different majors. Like, what I really enjoy about being able to do this while I'm young is that it's showing me so many of my interests that I wouldn't have been able to explore to this extent, and I don't have to sacrifice going to college for it either. I just get to do it a lot cheaper and on my own time. Someone else asked how you can prepare to do something like this, and I really don't think there's anything that you can do that will make you ready, which I know totally sucks. I love to plan things too. But I mean, you guys heard the story leading into this. I think the greatest mindset that you can enter something like this is just an open one. This experience has been absolutely life-changing, and it's shown me the direction that I want to move in for my future too. I really wish that there'd been less pressure for me to get to a college and more for me to just explore myself, the world, other people's perspectives. There's so much for us to learn out here, guys. A huge reason that I make these videos is because I can't go back in time and talk to my younger self, but I can talk to you. I so believe that we are capable of attaining any reality that we put our minds to. So if I can be a resource for you in creating something that allows you to thrive, please reach out. That is the ecosystem, the community that I'm trying to build. If you could live and work anywhere in the world, where would it be?